We're here at Nvidia GTC for a very special on-the-ground edition of What the Future. As you can see, there's a lot of great robots here. We're going to show you all the humanoid robots that we saw and some we didn't. Let's get into it. Nvidia GTC brought out robots I'd never seen in person before, like Neo Gamma, familiar faces performing new feats like Digit, and leading humans in the robotics business. We caught up with industry leaders from Boston Dynamics, Agility Robotics, 1X, and Disney to learn more about the specific challenges each company is trying to solve, their dreams for the future, and the technology that might help them get there. 1X had its Neo Gamma robot on display in a home-like environment, picking up a watering can, posing for pictures with the crowd, and vacuuming.
We're coming for you, Romba. Watch out.
1X co-founder and CEO Bont Bernick told us the demo involved a mix of autonomy and human operation, or as he called it, mixed autonomy.
In the beginning, in your home, the first few days, there will be a lot of teleoperations. You just want to bootstrap to where you can get the robot to successfully do the thing often enough that is useful.
Once the robot starts being successful in performing its new task often enough, Bernick says it will start autonomously improving, learning from its own failures.
What we are selling now in 2025 is not Rosie the robot. It's a journey to Rosie the robot. And if you want to be part of that journey, like I always wanted to be that since I was a kid, then this is for you.
1X says its Neo robot will cost less than a car and start being deployed to paying customers later this year. Right next door, Digit from Agility Robotics was following a standing order to pick any 3 items from the shelf, put them in its basket, and return it.
All of the items on the grocery shelf behind us were ones that we picked up here while we were at GTC. We literally went to a grocery store locally, got a bunch of items off the shelf that we had never seen before.
If you notice some beeps and boops in the background, that's Digit narrating each step in the process. I downloaded an app called Waiver onto my phone to see if we could translate. Moving to standoff. Placing. So you can see it's kind of talking out the different tasks it's doing. But my favorite is the I missed sad face. Picking up basket. When it isn't busy grabbing groceries at GTC, Digit is a hard-working robot that's deployed in warehouses and sometimes working full shifts. For safety reasons, in the workplace it's confined to an enclosed space away from human employees, something Agility Robotics hopes to change with future advancements.
You have 2 parallel systems, one of which is figuring out what should I do to solve a task, and one of which is figuring out what do I do to be safe right now. And so that safe side definitely also leverages some of the AI technologies we're talking about here. So we've been approaching that by developing out safe human detection, which we'd like to incorporate into our next generation of robot in the next 18 months.
While Atlas from Boston Dynamics wasn't physically present at Nvidia GTC, the company's CTO Aaron Saunders was. We caught up with him after a panel discussion to talk about this. That video dropped earlier the same morning, showcasing the company's electric Atlas performing some acrobatic maneuvers that it learned in a new way.
What you were seeing in those videos was an example of a human motion capture. So one of our people dressed up in a motion capture suit did those motions. We then take that motion capture reference and we put it into this software pipeline that generates a new control policy using reinforcement learning. And then we deploy that to the robot. So we can go from a single motion capture to an overnight run training the policy to the first time on the robot working pretty consistently now. The thing to caveat is that you're still seeing single policies or specialist policies, right? So you saw one that ran, walked, did a cartwheel. The next step is to make a generalist policy. So I think generalization is going to be the theme for us and for the whole community for quite a while.
Last but certainly not least, we connected with a company that has a long history of making robots for a very different purpose, storytelling, which comes with its own unique challenges. This BDX Droid, who seemed to be a hit with the crowd, is remote controlled by an operator who creates the personality and performance that makes these characters so engaging.
An operator is usually a creative director
But you know, for more complex characters, it just also becomes difficult to control it with just 2 joysticks and buttons. And obviously you need some more autonomy.
That's Moritz Beecher, Associate Lab Director of Disney's Zurich-based robotics team, who told me how these BDX droids learn to autonomously keep their balance.
No matter what I do with the controls, they won't fall over. So that's a level of autonomy. That gives you a very nice interface because you don't have to worry about the performance of the robot. You can actually focus on your creative aspect.
There might be a temptation to think that more autonomy is always the goal, but Disney is a very interesting example of a use case where it's more about finding the right mix of autonomy and operation in order to maximize human creative expression and character believability. Beecher delivered a talk later where he teased some of the upcoming robotics research Disney is working on, including humanoid development, but that will have to wait for a future video. I learned so much at Nvidia GTC and was really fascinated by the challenges the robotics industry is aiming to solve, the variety of use cases for these machines, and the creative potential.
I see this like beautiful future where we are able to interact so well with machines because of these abstractions we create through, whether it's like shape or color or all these things to like mimic emotions.
We're really focused on these human scale technologies right now. We're building robots that are essentially our size, our form, our strength. I'm fascinated by what would happen if we sought something that could be in our form but capable of lifting a ton.
This isn't something that's here to displace, labor directly or things like that. We're here to really augment and upskill what can be done in a facility.
Hope you enjoyed meeting the robots of Nvidia GTC as much as I did. Subscribe to CNET for the latest and greatest robot news. Now, do you want to come home with me, buddy? Yeah? Come on, let's go. Come on, it's okay. Quick, before somebody sees. Come on, let's go.